Hi, this is Al Ken, and welcome back to my channel. We got some news from the New York Post. It's about the Trump administration and the state of Illinois and the city of Chicago. Looks like they're about to get roasted for supporting the immigration stuff over there, and making it harder for ICE. Well, I guess Tom Hoffman is followed through on his promise to give heat to Chicago. It's going to be a lot hotter than a Chicago deep pizza, I can tell you that much. So anyway, someone from X alerted me to the story, so. Okay. It says Trump administration sues Chicago, state of Illinois over sanctuary laws and vow more lawsuits to come by Jenny Tarr and Chris Nessie. So the Trump administration has filed suit against stupid ads. The state of Illinois, Cook County, and the city of Chicago, arguing that sanctuary laws interfere with immigration and custom enforcement ability to arrest and deport illegal migrants. The first of many such lawsuits to come, Justice Department officials told the Post. The suit singles out several state and local laws that the Justice Department identified as inhibiting the federal government ability to enforce U.S. immigration law. We identify Illinois, the city of Chicago, and Cook County as all having laws and ordinances on the books that impede federal immigration enforcement, in particular the Chicago Welcome Ordinance, the Illinois Trust Act, DOC officials say. Both cited ordinance directly in reference tying the hands of federal immigration officers. The Illinois Trust Act, signed into law in 2017, reading in part, the state law does not currently grant state or local law enforcement the authority to enforce federal civil immigration laws. Chicago's Welcome Ordinance, passed in 2012 by then Mayor Rahm Emanuel, include even more emphasis language stating no agency or agent shall arrest, detain, or continue to detain a person solely on behalf of that person not presently legal in the United States, among other provisions. According to the suit, the local laws contradict federal law that prohibits states and local government from refusing to share information, as well as restrict local governments from sharing immigration information with federal law enforcement officials, which claims prevent ICE and Department of Homeland Security from identifying individuals who may be subject to removal. The suit also notes that the named jurisdictions refuse to cooperate with detainers, adding that instead of having over people who are in prison and jail, the federal immigration authorities to let folks go. The officials go on calling the ongoing illegal immigration crackdown an all-hands-on-deck approach to support President Trump's immigration priorities, adding that the lawsuit itself is one tool of our tool belt to ensure the laws are enforced. This lawsuit will put the spotlight on obstruction by the state and local officials and their refusal to support the administration and compliance with the law. The law says people who are here illegally should not be allowed to stay here. They should be deported. So we want to make sure those implementing are taken away, the official said, noting that case might ultimately land with the Supreme Court. Those states and local those states and local jurisdictions themselves as sanctuary jurisdictions. They are inviting people here who are legal. They are promising to protect them from federal law enforcement. Of course, they're not legal. That it's contradictory to federal law and implement federal law enforcement efforts, and those laws need to be stuck from the books because they incentivize illegal immigration into the country. A second DOJ official said it's no coincidence that the lawsuit was filed on Attorney General Pam Bondi's first day on the job. She is right out of the gate, sending a clear message to other sanctuary jurisdictions. Bondi, meanwhile, warned the leaders of other progressive sanctuary cities that you will be next. Ooh. For too long, leaders in Illinois and Chicago had abused their powers by putting the comfort of illegal aliens over the safety and the welfare of their own citizens. This ends today. The Department of Justice will no longer stand by as state and local leaders obstruct federal law enforcement efforts, endangering their citizens and the brave men and women in uniform. Bondi said in a statement to the Post. If you're a leader of a state or local jurisdiction that obstructs or impedes federal law enforcement, you will be next. The justice officials also said that the department is gearing up to pursue additional legal action aimed at forcing compliance with federal law. I don't think this is going to be the last one we file. So Trump's bulldog border czar, Tom Hoffman, has sharply criticized sanctuary cities, Chicago in particular, for their efforts to evade federal law. Sanctuary cities are making it very difficult to arrest criminals. For instance, Chicago, very well educated. They've been educated. How to defy ICE, how to hide from ICE, he told CNN. They call it know your rights. I call it how to escape arrest. There's a warrant for your arrest, and they tell you how to hide from ICE, he says. Oh, yeah. Well, there's a lot of groups out there trying to do this right now, trying to tell immigrants how to avoid this stuff. And we don't know if they're going to be also subject to these legal actions from the federal government. All I can say is that there's a saying, F-A-F-O, F around and find out. And you don't want to find out the hard way. Yes, even the toilet agrees. Okay, this is Alcan saying so long for now. Don't forget your stop.